Sweet face Ned.
Hi, friends, and welcome to Telecom with Falcon people.
Yeah.
Falcon people. Hello, friends, and welcome to Talking with Fitness people. I suspect this is going to be a somewhat slowly attended live stream because I think I've used up my 3 bell notifications with my one false start this morning.
Yeah.
So anyway, I did want to talk about the fact that Delilah let Rachel know that she was featured on TikTok, I guess today or yesterday or something. She has 1 million views on her most recent TikTok video.
Yep.
So I just like,
You go, girl.
Good job.
Yeah.
It's also just kind of ridiculous for me, from my perspective, that But I mean, it's like I'm just happy for Delilah.
Yeah. I'm happy for her too because she's wanted, like she's been trying to get hits on Instagram with Teddy Fresh, and she just put a lot of content out there. So for something that she made, I think it started with the one with April, and then her most recent one is just her like complaining about how her friends want her to go out, but she has like 25 papers and 6 exams. Like, it's good. Highly relatable.
Well, thank you all for noting the typing session was interesting. I also want to talk a little bit about Jeff Shaw because
Yeah.
it wasn't until after I made that video this morning called People Who Find Me Infuriating that I checked my phone and realized that dude like called me like 10 times last night and left a voicemail accusing me of blocking him and all this other shit, Keep in mind, from the time that Rachel and I stopped participating in that premiere yesterday until I checked my phone this morning, or until I noticed all those comments, Jeff Shaw was not in my thoughts at all. Never occurred to me one time during that whole period of time to think about Jeff Shaw. And I checked my phone during the course of the night. Jeff Shaw had drawn some wacky conclusions about reality based on no evidence at all except the fact that I wasn't responding to him or answering my phone. That's because I was sleeping inside and my phone was out here.
Yeah.
I probably would have answered if somebody kept ringing in the middle of the night. I'd been like, what?
Mm-hmm. That would have been interesting if you had
never been like, typing. I want to talk to you about this shit right now. I'm sleeping. Cereal, though, dog.
Yo,
that would have been like cereal, though.
He was harassing Running Fox, too, going back and forth with her.
And drawing all kinds of wrong conclusions. Like, I think he's probably ISTJ. That seems to be based on just like the voice message and the crazy wrong bad FENI stuff. And but he could be INTJ, I guess. That's possible too. Well, certainly one of the two. Did it's like the one the night before is what I guess set that guy off, is he disagreed with my typing of that person, which is funny because of course she was pretty textbook INFJ. That one there wasn't really any doubt about her. Same with this guy today. I was pretty confident he's an ISFP.
ISFP?
Yeah, ISFP today. So but those typing sessions, they do incite a lot of people who want to come in and play. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm the expert.
Yeah.
And
you do get a lot of that.
And I think this Jeff Shaw guy is not somebody who's appeared before, but rather an actual new Talking with Famous People weirdo.
It happens.
Of which we have lots, of course.
Uh-huh.
Can somebody type something into the chat so I can just make sure it's still working properly? I see.
Wait, what about the volume's working, right?
Well, yeah, we don't have anything to hear.
Okay.
Just ourselves.
Oh, I didn't know if the green.
Oh yeah, that's working. If I tap this.
Hey, Von Chase.
Hi, Von Chase. Thank you. Is my bong chipped? It is chipped here. Right here.
How did you know?
My brain is still small? Okay. That's fine.
Thank you for typing in the chat as requested.
Yes, thank you.
Would you mind rolling me a joint? You could use this whatever's in here.
I don't mind at all, darling.
Thank you so much.
Not in the slightest. So, I think it's when I sort of like skimmed through all those comments, the only thing that he said that really made me want to go like, hey, that's bullshit. Is at one point he called me, he referred to me as cowardly, as though I were avoiding him or something. And then he tried to indicate that as well in his message, that somehow I was avoiding him, didn't want to deal with what he was saying or something. It's like that's somebody who's just totally detached from reality. Then they are not. If they're accusing me of being avoidant and cowardly, they don't know anything about me or this channel at all.
No.
Well, we're discussing Jeff Shaw, and also I just wanted to mention my daughter Delilah got 1 million views on TikTok on her most recent video.
Yeah.
She was featured someplace, I guess.
She was featured on another TikTok about women, and she got 1 million views. So I'm happy for her. She's pretty excited. Yeah, she basically is. TikTok famous because she was featured on like a prominent TikTok. And it got her. I don't know how many views she has now. She probably has a lot, is my guess. One night, yeah, right. Isn't it good for her? Like, it's fun for, I think.
She likes to tell me about it.
Yes, she really does.
She's excited to report to me that she's being successful with this stuff.
Yeah, she always tells me. She's like, "Can you tell my dad?"
What's the TikTok called? See, this shirt is really great though, even though it's yellow, because it says "Talking on Spanish."
Her TikTok is. I'll write it in.
Oopsie daisy. Hi, Jonah Dempsey. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll type it in. Where's
Here you go, darling.
So this is Delilah's.
Damn it. There, that's better.
So I don't know if there's an app before it or anything, but it's My Grain Bitch.
No tea?
No tea. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell migraine, right?
Probably. Well, that's not a very positive name. Gosh. I don't want my daughter self-identifying as a bitch. Oh, well. I guess she means it ironically.
Yeah, and she was featured on this Instagram called Wow, Please. And it's like verified, and it's connected with like all these different other blogs, like Refinery 29 and stuff. So she was featured. I'm so happy for her.
Did you get the spelling of it right?
I don't know. I'm looking right now. It does say. Here we go. Oh, and on Elite Daily. Oh my gosh. Good for her. I don't know.
Doesn't it say right there at the top?
No, that's her other one. Don't say that one out loud. That's the one that is private.
Okay.
That's an Instagram. Let me see.
Oh, so maybe.
Yeah.
What if you just Google Delilah Strauss TikTok? Let me see.
It's her name is Migraine BICH. However you spell migraine. It might be
Well, how were you able to see it? Or were you able to see it at all?
yeah, because she posted it on her Finsta.
Okay, well, I don't know how it doesn't pop up for me or anything. So
No, it might be. There's a good chance it's private.
it might be this. Well, her TikTok's not, obviously, right?
It might be
Well, how would she have 1 million views then?
because other people saw it through these other sites. So yeah, maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't. It could be. Hold on. Yeah, so like if you look up migraine bitch, you'll probably find Delilah's
If you have TikTok, I don't know.
TikTok.
It's
Yeah.
too hard at this point.
But that is her name. It's migraine bitch. And she talks about how her friends are bugging at her to go out, and she's got like 35 papers and 6 exams.
Yeah, well, TikTok's not something I have either. So.
TikTok's a strange arena.
I looked into it a little bit, and no, I mean, I actually looked into it a little bit. I downloaded it or tried to figure it out, and it gave me TE problems at a certain point.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what they were. It was like, oh well, it was really unclear how to make a video for it, like what they expect you to put up there, or it was a lot of hassle. It's made to be used with your phone. I was trying to use it on the PC, and
that's gonna be difficult.
forget about it. It might work fine on your phone, but it doesn't work fine on the PC.
Wait, do you have that grinder? Did that ever get finished?
Did I ever finish rolling that joint?
I don't know.
No, I think I just packed bowls out of the weed.
That's amazing. I love it. I love you so much.
No, you did.
But yeah, I mean, either way, she got 1 million. Yeah, she got 1 million views. She was featured on 2 platforms. She was featured on Please.com and Elite Daily. So she's got 1 million views on TikTok.
Yeah, and it's hard for us to know how many like followers or whatever she has because, of course, we don't have TikTok. So
yeah.
You were watching some of the debate.
From last night. Yeah, isn't it dope for her? I'm really happy. Yeah, I'm really happy for Delilah too. She's like shocked. She's totally like. She said it herself. She's like happy that she's got to that point, but she wishes that she had makeup on and stuff. I was like, you don't need it. You're fabulous and you're funny. Like, you killed it. She did.
So yeah, and the other topic we're talking about is Jeff Shaw, who is actually a new person. Is not.
Yeah.
I speculated this morning that it might be Meow or Meow or Meow. And in fact, it's just some new person, probably Effie Poehler, almost certainly, or at least made a terrible Effie read on this one. Jeff Shaw, this guy who. Okay, so I went to bed. Okay, last night, Rachel and I started watching a little bit of that typing session of Soul, And then, well, I would have thought so too, utter self, except he called me and left a message.
Yeah.
Okay, so and
Tried to decipher it.
If you listen to it, it's textbook Effie Polar, not playing a character. Okay.
The only reason I don't think he's an INTJ is like I've never gotten an INTJ message like that before.
Like
a voice message.
Well, the thing is, it started off, really strongly negative, and then, like a couple sentences in, shifted to like oddly positive. Like I have to plug my phone in. I don't know where my plug is right now.
That is so weird. Usually in the same spot. Here it is.
Oh, cool. I'll plug my phone in, and then after a while I'll play it, I guess. This is
Upton Plates 40. Delilah is Eric's daughter.
Yeah.
She's 22, and she has a TikTok, and she just recently got 1 million views.
Yeah, I should have explained that maybe even in the title, that my daughter, it was, look, this is just a demonstration. This isn't even a paraphrase exactly, but it was along the lines of, "You stupid little shit, blah 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 blah. Now that's not to say I don't respect you and blah 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 blah." It was weird, So it's like, what does one make of that? And he said stuff like, "No, I guess you blocked me. I don't blame you for blocking me, I guess, but blah, blah, blah." It's like, what? This is the first I've ever heard from you or heard of you. It's like, Chris McGowan, let me tell you something about this whole TikTok thing. Yeah, it was odd. So, I don't know. He might just be stressed out and projecting something. Sure, that's a good way to put it, I guess.
Excuse me.
It's he's way more intense about it, I guess, than one would expect one to naturally approach the matter. But I guess he was all worked up at the point when he said that.
Yeah.
You think Aaron's ESFP, strong and I deficit, is real? Well, I agree that Aaron has the ESFP's lack of susceptibility to others' arguments. Right?
Yeah.
Grass eater, I am quite sure you are correct. Many has been the occasion when I said, "Delilah, come make videos with me. Let me exploit my attractive young daughter's attractive young femaleness." And she's always just been like, "No." I've wanted to take advantage of it for years, but to no avail.
She knows how to do it to herself.
Yeah, she just figured she might as well exploit it herself, I guess.
But it's funny though. She's like, she wishes that she had makeup on and her nails did for the video. I'm like, girl, you don't even need that.
I don't think the average person cares about it, Chris McGowan. I think that's something that is something that the government cares about, but I don't think most people care about it.
So TikTok, was she a grass eater? Asked. I thought Delilah was hesitant about TikTok.
I don't remember her ever specifically voicing hesitations about TikTok. I've heard her voicing hesitations in general about various social media platforms. And, she's got various things where she posts up this private. like Instagram, for example, and I'm sure that has to do with the fact that it's even like, I mean, the thing is, I get some unpleasant attention as evidenced by Jeff Shaw, right? Or some people come in, and when we started that video, he said, is it acceptable for, can I contribute during this? Meaning basically, can I ask questions that you ask the person as well? And I didn't understand what he meant. And then I clarified that, oh, this is live. This isn't live right now. It was recorded a couple nights ago. And then, not that long after that, I was having various chats with various people, no problems. We go to the store because I can't stand really rewatching those things. And then this morning, the next thing I come back to the issue this morning, it's like all this Jeff Shaw's erupted in between. Like, what?
It seriously was like that. Especially because, like, I was talking to Running Fox the night before, and we were talking about Jeff Straw, and then for him to call you and leave a message, I was like, oh my gosh, Jeff Shaw, did you just go from, like, 0 to 100 in 60 seconds? Like, wow.
No, I don't think it's that kind of thing. I don't think it's antisocial, get attention from negative behavior. I think it's more like I don't know. I've met this kind of person before. I think it's an FI third thing. But anyway,
you've got but we've all attained some kind of level of famous peopleness, because you got a call from Jeff Shaw. I got an email from my stalker, and Delilah hit 1 million views.
Yeah. Pretty good.
It's a pretty good month so far, I'd say. October's been good. Hey, Sean O'Neill.
Unless that's the character of itself, which would be really ultra meta, and I don't think that's the case here. Here's the deal. How do I handle it? Like, exactly like this. It's like, I mean, first of all, I don't typically feel. No, I mean, the stalker has been a public matter as well, yeah. Raphael.
Yeah,
this is F.E. Polar right there. God.
No, I don't think it's Rachel.
I don't think it's Rachel Hader.
No. Who did I see?
I mean, Rachel got hers from her regular life.
Right. I was on Twitter, and I sent him a message through Twitter in 2011, and I've known him only through Twitter and email. We never met in person. This has been discussed on this channel before.
So, but the thing is about when I take public heat is I tend to argue about the positions being made in videos thereafter. That's my way of dealing with it. I go, all right, well, what is this person saying? Well, that's bullshit. And then I come on and say, well, this is bullshit that this person is saying.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's like, more like, whoa there, slow down there, hombre, chill out for a second.
Yeah.
Just have a little bit of patience here.
Yeah, exactly. Your stalker reminds me of Nathan Larson.
Who's Nathan Larson?
Yeah, who's Nathan Larson?
Well, thanks, Sean O'Neill. I appreciate that. I mean, with somebody like that, that's where, for me, SI experience comes in a lot to play. But for an NI user, they probably don't type people quite the same way, It actually matters a lot that I typed a lot of people before, because I'm conscious SI. Part of it is I get a very clear, association with previous people I've typed to are just like that, That he as soon as I started, the first thing I thought was INFP, and as soon as I started moving through it a bit more, I thought, okay, ISFP. And I took my time, but even so, it's like it seemed to drag, right? That's another thing. A quality of ISFPs is they really don't want a whole hour's worth of words out of you. A whole hour's worth of words is, by and large, more words than they want.
It's not really moves that much.
Huh? Never heard of them before.
I'll read more.
He was running for president, but
Yeah, Nathan D. Larson is an American perennial candidate for public office in the U.S. state of Virginia. He served 14 months in prison for the felony of threatening President George W. Bush's life.
wow.
Yeah. Wow, indeed. He was running for president? It's bold if you...
I mean, that's gonna probably prevent you from successfully running for president.
Yeah.
You know, the YouTube channel called Sailor Moon Says, it's my new addiction.
Is there?
Sailor Moon Says, I've never heard of
Oh,
it.
that sounds cute.
Isn't it funny how mistakes of others are so obvious and mistakes of ourselves almost inconceivable? That's an FI tool function reality, not universal. I don't know. The Westerners see how emotional at the end he was oozing more than gratitude. The Japanese guy? if that's the case, this Westerner cannot read that at all. I didn't read anything in particular from him except he didn't seem. I didn't pick up any. I'm unsatisfied from him, so I walked away from that going like, okay, cool. Not an angry client.
Yeah.
That's nice. Boobs. Did Rachel show her boobs?
Did I?
That's fine. They're
You
covered
were
up
moving for...
They're covered up in shirt.
They are.
That's awful. L.I. last.
Oh my gosh. Look, I can't say that he's... I don't know. I don't think he's like... I don't know.
No, I don't think he's like that. Look,
He's
nobody I know is advocating that stuff.
No.
I don't even want that stuff on here. No. He's nothing like...
No.
This guy is trying to make Rachel feel guilty for purportedly leading him on years ago and is refusing to let it go, and then is trying to build off of those incredibly sandy foundations by saying, and now you're being dishonest about how you were back then and all other kind of bullshit that's not simply not true, and that he it's not true when he goes when what you're saying either isn't true or is being used to make a false point or something.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, so you're saying what she is saying is true, but you don't like the conclusion that we draw from that.
No.
Yeah.
And then he was trying to point out things I said that were inaccurate on the timeline, and I was just like, and I will admit there was one time, probably around 2013, where I was like, hey, look, like, I know we left off in really bad terms, but we had a good friendship. Do you think you can try it over? And he said no. He didn't want to, which was fine, I was like, okay, I guess I am a really shitty person. Like, so...
That's not a conclusion for you to conclude you're a shitty person.
I know. At the time, that's what I thought, though. Like, I didn't know. Like...
I think Spacey speaks Spanish, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
You should ask him if he does, and he's also he's inexpensive comparatively.
Yes.
To me. I think he's type somebody in Spanish before. So
good one to go to then.
yeah. So it's like regardless. The thing is, the main thing about people harassing and or saying mean things and or being haters and or spite monkeys or whatever is I've learned over time to care more about certain kinds of things than others and to let certain kinds of shit just slide off,
It's good. ENTP are good for us INFJs. Yeah, because I was like totally justifying his shittiness.
Yeah, it's absolutely unnecessary to justify his shittiness.
Right. That's why you are good for me. I do think that, you are a very good match for me. I mean, look, I can't say it for all ENTP INFJs. We're both 7s too. I think that really helps. But we're so good for each other, man. I don't know. It just works. We are.
Cloud, let me just
lucky.
respond to this. If you should constantly refresh and reopen your theories about reality, then they aren't theories about reality. They're just moist, soft, pliable opinions that shift in the wind. Because your opinions never stick, right? Because you're always shifting what you say and what you mean. Nothing you say and mean has any weight to it. I can't help myself.
You gotta leave it to Cloud
to
take him away from something like this.
I absolutely cannot. Because
Cloud actually was the one who so Eric got me roses for my birthday and it was a surprise.
Oh, for your birthday, yes.
Yes, for my birthday. I did. And they were surprised until he got into a fight with Cloud and Cloud was like, yeah, and Eric was like, yes, I am doing something for her. And Cloud was like, no, you're not. And of course, Eric was going to be Eric and tell the truth. He was like, I am getting her. I got her flowers already. Okay, thank you for ruining the surprise. So.
No, I don't think you are trying to beat my extreme with the opposite extreme. You don't mean anything because what you say constantly changes. Okay, so nothing you say matters. That's it. That's what I'm telling you. I'm literally telling you, Cloud, nothing you say matters. How about that?
Okay?
Is that clear enough?
That's
totally fine, too.
Yeah,
I don't expect your words to matter anymore.
Right.
I just like to remind you of that periodically because naturally you say them as though they do.
They do, yeah. That's the problem.
You're constantly saying words like they matter to you, but they don't matter to you at all. I'm pretty cynical right now? You gotta be kidding me. Talk about who would describe my current bearing or affect or tone or whatever is cynical. You know who would? Only an effie polar cynic like Raphael. That's who. I'm talking to you, Raphael Albieros. I'm talking to you, buddy. With my big eyes. You're getting my big eyes.
You know what he gets? I know you, Barb, but what am I?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah? You and what are you? I am rubber. You are glue. Bounces off of me, but it sticks to you.
Oh.
I think we just, that's called schooling Raphael with some schoolage. called some major schoolage.
Yes.
You just got served.
Oh my god. Oh, my southern lungs.
Pauly Shore he's a hero. He's an American. He's an under-recognized American hero. Okay, because unlike many other people, Pauly Shore has always been wheezing on the juice, and not everybody can say that.
What does he do?
He wheezes on the juice. You know, he's Pauly Shore.
Yes, Pauly Shore.
He's always wheezing on the juice.
Oh my god! He is in a Goofy movie. He's in a Goofy movie, and he takes a thing of like canned cheese. He makes it into the Leaning Tower of Cheese.
Cheese.
Yep.
If you love Pauly Shore, what type are you most like?
ESFJ.
That's an interesting question.
My sister loves him so much. We named our first pet after him. Stony.
Pauly Shore was pretty great. You gotta acknowledge his unique genius. Granted, it was a fairly narrow spectrum of genius. Encino Man is his classic hit. In fact, Rachel, can we watch Encino Man?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Jeez.
Right. That also stars the future star of The Mummy, Brendan Fraser. A lovable and handsome galoof type of fellow who he's made a career of being likable and non-threateningly handsome, I think you'd say. Well, also a believable leading man.
I got a frog caught in my throat.
I think that's bong resin, baby.
Probably.
Cloud, I'm not even addressing your arguments. I'm pointing out that normally people make arguments to make arguments, right? You do argumentation as a sort of interpretive dance. It's very different than what people are expecting when they read what you say.
Yeah.
It wasn't to beat your argument, Cloud.
Gen X is one of the best.
It wasn't to beat your argument.
What?
I said, I'm explaining to Cloud, I wasn't to beat his argument. I acknowledge that I did not respond to your argument. Okay.
Of course.
If I did respond to it, I've learned this trick already. You just shift to a new argument.
Sandy, I wanted to say I like your new icon. It's very, very chic.
Right, I escaped this little trap where I respond to what you're saying and then you shift to a new argument. Yes, I did escape that. Although I'm not escaping it currently.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, we Gen Xers, you know, we're a small generation.
Huh? You really are.
Small in numbers, but big in heart.
Oh, so true. I'm so lucky. But you know,
I love you, Rachel. With
I
my
love
heart.
you, Eric, with mine.
With Instagram post.
Oh.
Oh, my beautiful Rachel Pagel.
Eric, so Eric.
Okay. Anything else we really want to talk about?
No.
This is going to be one of those, Sleepy Week kind of short live streams. I may live stream again later. Who knows? Briefly, if come on, hold on a second. Oh,
Your mom gay. like that. She is indeed. She's very happy.
I think the only way you can that's Abraham.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Scroll up, everybody scroll up. That's what your mom said.
Yo, Eric, it's Jeff Shaw and I really predicted calling you, not having anybody answer it, and it's like, you gotta stop this, dude. That girl that you fucked up hopes on for INFJ is not right, dude. Anyway, I admire everything, your logic, your sense.
You
You're a very, very knowledgeable man. You gotta break away from this bullshit. And anyway,
yeah, he might be.
it's not a surprise that you didn't answer. It's not a surprise that you blocked my.
He does sound drunk.
Now that you mention it.
On your stuff. And that is totally cool. And I respect that.
It's not a surprise you didn't answer my phone call. It's not a surprise you didn't. You blocked my number, whatever. I didn't even know you called.
Like, you were totally clueless.
Yeah, you're right. I hadn't even thought about that. He does sound drunk now that you mention it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if I had realized sooner, I would have probably not bothered even talking about it so much. It would have just been like, well, there's this drunk guy who called me last night, all drunk. Well, my bad then, I guess. You know, I certainly have had my own moments of drunken meow.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mean to be putting them out there like that or whatever. You know, I empathize with the drunks of the world.
So do I. I have definitely left a few drunken messages that I
would give you the shame shivers.
Yeah, probably take it back. I guess at the time it felt right though, so it's really hard to take it back. You know?
Yeah, well, it's funny how I didn't even think about that. I just like, oh, there's a guy leaving a weird message for me. Of course, I just take what he says at face value and say, well, that's not true. I didn't block you. I didn't. Wasn't avoiding your call.
You didn't though.
That's my basic response. My basic TI response is, hey, that's not true. That's inconsistent with the truth.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the best takeaway from it. Yeah.
Wait, Brendan Fraser was Me Too'd by a Hollywood executive? So wait, does that mean that Brendan Fraser is the perpetrator or the victim?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, lawnmower is grass eater. My thumbs are too big as well, Gen Xial. I feel you on that.
Mine are too, as well.
Phones and I just don't really get along.
I like my phone. My phone. Been tongue-tied lately. Is it Mercury in retrograde still? Does anyone know?
Let's Google it.
In this segment, let's Google it.
Is Mercury in retrograde? Is Mercury in retrograde?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Until
November 3rd. OMG. Hey, Fenty Deluxe. It's been a while. That's funny, Fenty Deluxe. Make bears jealous. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
You left your jacket at my place, honey buns. It's a good sentence. I like it. Okay, I think I'm ready to call it a stream.
Cool.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Enjoy your day.
Don't-
If you're on TikTok, look up Delilah.
Don't forget to make sweet, sweet love to one another. Okay, I'll remember that, Raphael.